You already know who stepped in the room. It's your boys. We back at it, and we got my main man, special guest man, comes from DC. He's one of those guys, man. You know what I'm saying? He's just one of those guys. His name is Scratch. You know what I'm saying? Commanders fan. But Gotti, Michi, what's good? What's good? What's good?
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, we got you.
I don't have any snare in my headphones.
No, that's all right. Don't worry about it. But Scratch, man, how you doing, man? Introduce yourself there to the fans out there, man.
Can you hear you?
What's going on, Scratch? Number one Commanders fan. Glad to be here. Can you hear me?
Right,
Nobody can hear me.
I guess he's the number one Commanders fan. I guess if that's what you want to call it. So. But look, man, hey, we already know, man. One hurdle out the way. He
must be on. Is he on dial-up or something? Because you know how that commercial where they tell the joke and then they laugh 2 minutes later. That's him.
My Boost Mobile internet isn't working right.
Look, you already know, man. Look, we got one went out the way, man. Headed to the next one. All we got to do is one more hurdle, and after that, we are off to the finish line. So, fellas, look, I understand everyone's emotions starting to get a little high because I know mine was all week. But there's a couple of things we got to dive into today. So, without further ado, we got to top it off with what we got to come off with. Number one, the ace number one in the lineup. We got coming up, Gotti, Jalen Hurts, his knee, man. His knee, you already heard his knee, you know what I'm saying, last game. I'm saying the knee went down on that BS tackle. You know what I'm saying? How do you think his knee is going to affect his play, if any? And I say if any because we've been here once before, what I'm saying, with a knee issue. And we went a very long way. So it was questionable. He practiced on the other day, but I want to know from your end, from your eyes, how do you think his knee is going to affect the play, if any?
So by not knowing the extent of his injury, it's going to be kind of hard to say. Definitely think it's going to limit him a little bit to maybe some cuts, like he normally does, some cutbacks in the backfield. But I think the biggest factor is going to be how Washington plays defense against him. I think they're going to blitz him, trying to get him moving every which way, trying to aggravate that knee, which is a smart thing to do. So he's not stationary in the pocket. If it's bothering him a little bit, they're going to try to make it bother him, even more during the gameplay. So I definitely think they're going to dial up some blitzes, get him moving, get him on that knee, get it aggravated, and try to reduce his mobility. But I do think, I think I said this last show that with Jalen Hurts being a running and throwing quarterback, I think at the most it's just going to reduce him to just a throwing quarterback, just like most of the other quarterbacks in the league. So he still has an arm, he still has his receivers that can get open. He just won't they're probably shy away from those design runs. Maybe not as much as the draws, because the draws usually go right up the middle, so he doesn't have to do a lot of cutting with that. But those RPOs where he has to hit the edge, make those quick moves and cut on that knee, I think they'll reduce some of that and just limit his design runs to draws up the middle. But I definitely think Washington is going to try to expose that knee injury.
Okay, Mitch, what you think, man? I'm gonna go ahead and lateral this question to you.
Yeah, man, I think it the same thing with the last game when he was coming back from the concussion. I think it'll be the same protocols as that. Just a little cautious in the beginning, test it out a little bit in live action because practice you're only doing so much. They wear that red jersey for a reason, so you're not touching them really. You're not really seeing the full left and right limits of his capabilities as far as his maneuverability. So you're not really testing that out. So that's what the first quarter would do. So I would expect to see, a very cautious, pretentious game from Jalen Hurts as he learns, how he's going. And then once he gains more confidence in it, like Gotti was saying, man, through the plays and the effectiveness and stuff like that, absolutely, man. I think that he'll gain confidence once he has the mobility in his knee, the confidence in the mobility in his knee. I think we'll see normal Jalen.
Okay. All right. So Sal, man, Scratch, I'm gonna get to you in a second, but Sal, what you got on it, man? Forward pass to you.
I just think that it's like B said, it's gonna be a little cautious in the beginning, like the same thing with the protocol with the concussion. I'm pretty sure Washington's gonna test the knee. Like they're gonna try to run some blitz plays to see how effective his mobility is. And that's like the guy said, they're gonna draw some. He's not gonna have as many desired runs on the quarterback, like you say, might have some draws up the middle. But we wanna, little RPO to test that knee out to the left and to the right limits. But I think once he feels his knee is good to go in the game, it's gonna be regular Jalen. I don't see too much of a difference. I mean, as far as the gameplay goes when it comes to the Eagles.
Okay. All right, so Scratch, do you think his play will get limited if any way?
Yeah, take a second for it to get to him.
I told you it's going through.
What you think, Scratch? You think it's going to be limited? You think his play's going to be limited?
Yeah, man, Trump will cut down the bandwidth over there already.
Yeah. You already know in DC.
Let me get that Starlink up. Let me get Eli to put that Starlink up in the sky.
Oh no! If you put it over to me, and I'm answering what I'm answering, no, it's
cut him off, man. Cut him off.
Washington's going to.
All right, Scratch. Look, if you got to get your stuff together, man. If not, man, we got to put
you hear me now? Yes, no.
Barely.
Write it down and hold it up.
Help. Either.
Is your Wi-Fi on, or if it's on, you might need to turn it off?
Are you Roman? You Roman? All right, that's it. You gotta go. We can't.
Yeah, man. And it's,
right, so
it's the thing. It's the common thing that you see.
Don't worry about it. Hey,
plays,
don't worry about it, Ray. It's good. Don't worry. We gotta see you later.
And when you see these quarterbacks, man, he's running into the same problem that you have when you see, your so-called mobile quarterbacks when they're extending plays. That's when they get injured a lot. You know what I mean? Instead of just, a pocket passer, once they get outside of the pocket, they looking for their few yards, and then, they're going to slide and do whatever. But those mobile quarterback, those scramblers, they try to do a little bit more. Same reason why Lamar Jackson, he did what he did, and he fumbled the ball because he was trying to extend the play more. Instead of just falling down on the ground. Same thing with Jalen. Sometimes they're so used to that. They've been doing it ever since Pee Wee football, rec football, AAU, whatever you want to call it. That's their thing. So it's hard to tell them to stop doing something they've been doing for 20 years. So
right. And again, me personally, I think it's obviously, any injury is going to play a factor in any game. And I don't care if it's the quarterback, running back, wide receiver, it's all going to have an issue. Everything's going to pan out the way it's going to pan out. But do I think that, like Heidi said, are they going to have him go off his spot? Yes. Are they going to try to make, blitz to one side, maybe that bad knee or his blind side? Most likely, yes. But I don't think that it's going to really make a significant difference on his play, only because, I do think that, he'll be willing to slide and, go down and not aggravate it any more than what it actually is. I mean, he's a good quarterback. Yes, it's going to, start to make a difference when it comes to the run plays, because now they're going to really kind of focus in on Saquon and outside of him. But I don't think it's going to be a big difference to me personally. I just don't think it's going to be a big difference. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a side pass. I'm going to pass this over to Sal. Like, Sal, what are your views on the defensive coordinator of the Commanders? Openly, the man openly said it. He said it to everybody in the world that he is going to hit Jalen Hurts as if he's a runner. Now, me personally, I'm going to keep it a buck. That's what they do anyway. But I feel as though now you're kind of putting it out there to the world like, we don't care. We're going to hit him. Like, we're going to hit him. We don't care. Okay, just understand this. Well, I want that defensive coordinator to understand. Your quarterback is what, like a $165. Jalen is way bigger and way stronger than your quarterback. So if you think for 1 second that we're not going to do the same to yours, you're crazy. But go ahead, Sal. What you got?
Remember, I know my man Bernie Mac said, I say stuff that your parents don't say. That's exactly what he did. He say stuff that no other coach wants to say. He said he going to attack him like a runner. We already knew the coach mindset. That's how every coach is. If your quarterback start running, we're going to take him down like a running back. But he just said it out loud. So, but like I said, Jalen is, and I'm pretty sure, okay, you do that, we're going to do the same. So, I mean, it ain't going to be no difference, So I just don't, I just take it with a grain of salt. Man, he just said it out loud what everybody else is thinking. So it really don't matter. I mean, Jalen going to do his thing regardless. I mean, that's every game he come in there and people going to try to hurt him because he's a mobile quarterback. Just like Mahomes. When Mahomes was running, people trying to take him out. You know what I'm saying? So they can, because that Mahomes. So it's the same thing. It ain't going to affect nothing at all. Like you said, our quarterback is way bigger than theirs. So I'm pretty sure if Jalen Carter gets the chance, he's going to lay my man out the same way they would do to Jalen. So I don't take nothing of it. I mean, just take with a grain of salt. He's the same what everybody else wants to say. That's all.
All right, Meech. We know you got some words for him. What words you got for him?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This should be the game plan for every team. Every team should go out to the quarter running quarterback. I mean, this is they making it more than it is, man. If the quarterback runs, every team should be hitting them like a running back. I mean, that's just the name of the game. If you had that, then you wouldn't have all these, these controversies and all of this type of stuff, man. As far as player safety, quarterback safety, and all of this, quarterbacks getting barely tapped, and then they start looking for flags and stuff like that, man. I think that if everybody did it, it's what you do. You hit people. It's football. Yeah. It's a contact sport. Ray used to always say it's a contact sport, man. What do you think? Absolutely. I mean, I like it. He's just trying to rile up his fans to build them up for the letdown. That's all he's doing.
That's it.
They was trying to hit him the last time. They just couldn't catch him. You got to fucking catch him first. So, hey, there you go.
Gotti, what you got, man? Talk to me.
Hey, there's a 100% nothing wrong with that mentality. Like that's like everybody said. Like that's what you should be doing. There are rules that there are rules for the quarterback when he, depending on what side of the line of scrimmage he's on. When he's behind the line of scrimmage, he gets treated like a quarterback. You can't hit him up. You can't hit him by the legs. You can't do all these different things when he's behind the scrimmage. But when he's past the line of scrimmage, he's a running back. But like Charlie said, man, you saying things your parents can't say. Some things, you just shouldn't say out loud, and probably the tone of how he said it. It's just, when he gets past the line of scrimmage, we're going to treat him just like anybody else. But to say, yeah, we're going to hit him, it kind of paints a picture of like kind of going past just a regular hit. Like, he didn't say we're going to tackle him, he said we're going to hit him. So it kind of paints a picture of them trying to do something malicious, even though he didn't mean it. It just kind of painted a different picture. So, but like that's the mentality that everybody should like Michi said, the whole league should be thinking like that. But I do think that it's going to be construed the wrong way and maybe used to fire up the troops. And it's going to be, he also helped us, because now our guys are going to be like, okay, all right, we got a defense down up there. You seen what Jalen Carter did to Matt Stafford, picked him up and almost burped him. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he wanted to be malicious early in the game, deep in their territory, he could pick him up, like Duke say, he probably don't weigh no more than 180 pounds. If he wanted to take him, pick him up and suplex his ass and take him out for the game, then that's the fire you started.
Are we wrong?
I'll gladly approve the 15-yard penalty. I ain't gonna pay his fine. I ain't gonna pay his fine because I can't give up a couple months to pay like that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he just said he said the NFL mentality. He just said it out loud, and then the way he said it kind of can kind of just like go the wrong way. But that's the mentality.
He said what everybody thinking. It's as simple as that. But as a coach, they want everybody to put him on some little pedestal, like, hey, you gotta be politically correct. You can't say that. Look, man, he's gonna get hit. That's cool, whatever. But just understand, we're gonna hit back too. And guess what? Mike Tyson said it the best. Everybody think they're gonna win until they get punched in the mouth. So
that's right. Everybody got a game plan until they get punched in the mouth, baby.
Right. So grit on the gridiron. Hit him, play sticky covers all game, and compress Daniel's pocket, and y'all should be good. Exactly. I like the way this guy thinks. I really, really do. Marvelous Davis says it's a full contact sport. We wouldn't go after the QB hard, but point this to win. Who's the Patrick Mahomes? We ain't talking about Patrick Mahomes right now. We ain't talking about Patrick Mahomes. We don't care about Patrick Mahomes. We think about Jalen Davis, whatever the fuck his name is. That's what we talking about. Any of you guys ever play football? Yeah, I play. Go ahead and give him the stats, Gotti. Go ahead and give him the stats.
I played a couple of years. That's all. That's all.
Go ahead and give him the stats. It's on the globe.
You can Google.
Yeah, that's right. Google. Hey, Google Gerald Irvin, Paulsboro High. That's right. Google. All right. We're gonna keep this bus rolling. Got to keep it rolling. All right. What's the biggest advantage that the Eagles have against Commanders? So we already know. I'm quite sure everyone's gonna say, I'm saying the biggest advantage we have is our running backs. Got it, and I know that too. But I want to hear everyone's thoughts about our advantage because everybody looks at the game differently. Some people focus on special teams. Some people focus on the line and all that stuff. So Gotti, talk to me, bro. What's the biggest advantage that the Eagles have against the Commies? Biggest advantage.
So as far as defense, man, everybody knows that we have an amazing defensive line, and we have an amazing second level at linebacker. Even with the Kobe Dean being out, Burke stepping up, our pass rush is amazing. I think that's very key to putting some pressure on Daniels. But however, when he does get the ball off, that's where we run into some issues back there in the secondary. So, but I do think that our defense versus second line is an advantage. Of course, offense, no need to talk about that much. We got Saquon Barkley. We have two dynamic receivers with Smith and Brown. Then we got, of course, our honorable mention of Dallas Goedert out there. And then when he's not in, we have Calcaterra, who can definitely step up. So I think we have all type of weapons. We just got to make sure that they're put in use and everything's executed properly.
All right, so Sal, what you think, man? Our biggest advantage against the Commies?
Hey, all that stuff, I like all that stuff Gotti said, but to me, our biggest advantage is we have players on our team who have been here before. We've been here before. You know what I'm saying? This ain't their first time going on the stage. So we got Jalen's been here before, with AJ, all these guys have been here before. So they have the experience, and they have the the atmosphere where not going crazy under the atmosphere, not getting scared, not all that. So the experience to me is gonna propel our guys above the Commanders, because like I said, we got guys who've been in this stage before, and no commander on the team has ever been to this stage. So this is their first time. I mean, it could be so it could be overwhelming for some of these guys. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's our biggest advantage: stay cool, calm, and collective under this pressure, because we've been here before.
All right, Meech.
Hey, three things, man. The first thing is that we played them twice already, and that's an advantage on both sides. They're in our division, so we played them twice already. So, as far as game maneuvers and schemes and all that stuff, we got it down. The other two advantages we have, man, is Jalen Carter and Saquon Barkley. That's it, man. The two advantages that we have, man, on both sides of the ball, man, going forward. That's it. That's all you need.
Okay, so I'm looking at it like this, man. I'm a roll with what Timberly Davis said. She says defense. Remember that in second meetup before Hurts got hurt. I'm on agreement. Defense, I feel like our defense is way better than ours. If I had to point out one thing, and I say that because even though we played them the second time, and yes, we lost the second time we played them at their house, we were still there. We were still with them with a second string quarterback, and we still almost won. So our defense, if I have to point out one thing, our defense is better than ours. That's why I feel like we have the biggest advantage, because their defense is kind of suspect. I'm not gonna lie, especially when you're still letting the second string quarterback still scoring up. That's just me. I mean, you can say what you want, but I'm just saying. So Gridiron said, Google who? Tell me who to Google, Gotti, so you know who you are.
All right.
You put it in the comments?
Mm-hmm.
All right, my man. All right. Gina repping the Bay. Good morning, fellas. I'm rooting for Jalen. Okay, see, Gina. This is the quickest way to get canceled. It's the quickest way to get canceled, Gina. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's the quickest way to get canceled around here. Okay? We do. Hey, disrespect will not be tolerated, man, woman, or child.
She just mad because the 49ers on the couch. That's all. She just
yeah. That's all. She just mad. Yeah. Since you
just mad. She just mad.
Hey, matter of fact, hey, how's that sand between your feet? Okay, is the SS Minnow not yet? I heard you guys on a faithful trip, a 3-hour tour. If brother gets hurt, I'm assuming you guys have no hope. What? Of course.
Has he not seen the performance of Kenny Gainwell?
I'm trying to tell him.
Kenny Gainwell is more than capable, and
he's knocking off 7-8 yards a pop. Come on now.
Yeah.
The hypocrisy of these people, man. Sometimes I just don't get it. Meach, man, go. Hey, get these guys out the way, man. Get them out the way. Get them out the way. You know what I'm saying? Now, I would say, with every yin, there's a yang. With every positive, there's a negative. With every up, there's a down. You know what I'm saying? With every night, there's a sun. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, do the Commanders have anything over us as far as like an advantage? Michi, do they have anything that you can say they have an advantage over us?
Absolutely. Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is their advantage over us, man. He's a rookie, yes, by years, but mentality, his poise, his composure. He plays like a super mature veteran. He's able to, bring them back. So our defense, everybody's saying our defense has to play, the defense that we're known for, because we cannot let Jaden Daniels hang around. He's going to find a way to carve us up, and we're going to be sitting at home with the fucking 49ers and the Cowboys, watching them play in the Super Bowl. So Daniels is the X factor for that guy. He doesn't have a lot of weapons. He doesn't even have, the same amount of weapons that we have. So am I giving him praise? Absolutely, I'm giving him praise. Everybody on this show knows that Jaden Daniels has been my offensive rookie of the year since week 5. I've said that just about every show. He's that guy. He is a special talent right now. Everybody's claimed he's having the best rookie season of all time, which I agree with, man. So we cannot let that guy hang around to the fourth quarter like we've been known to do with some teams, letting them come back on a run. Because Jaden Daniels has the ability, the maturity to carve us up with McLaurin, somehow find a way, or God, forbid Ertz gets a, whatever type of thing in his old stadium, you know what I mean, something like that. So their X factor is Jaden Daniels.
Right. Now, I would keep, and for everyone in the chat, all 10,000 of y'all watching, hey, look here. Hey, we keeping it real rap over here, okay? Real rap. We already know. Jalen's that guy, okay? We are not going to sit here and act like he don't put up numbers. I mean, you see what he did to Detroit, and no one thought that shit was going to happen. So understand this, like we keeping it real funky over here. If we're going to praise somebody, we're going to praise somebody. If they're good, we're going to say they're good. And even if when it comes to us, if we think we got a trash ass player, Darius Slay. But if we got one, guess what? We're going to say it. We're going to say he's trash. I'm just saying, I'm going to give it a bean. We're going to say he's trash. But Gotti, what you got on, man? Do they have any advantages up against the Eagles? Anything?
So when you have a young leader versus an older leader, I think the cohesion of your team is better, right? You got somebody who's just steps up in the NFL. He's a leader. He's doing great, like Daniels is doing. It's like, he's like you say, you're only good as your weakest player or your worst person or whatever. Even though he's not the weakest, he's the youngest. He's the most. He's the newest, right? So you have somebody that's just into the league and they're performing at a veteran level. You have no choice as a veteran but to play to his level or above. And that's what Jaden Daniels has forced his team to do, right? So as far as that offense, they have a super dynamic passing game. No need for explanation, right?
Right.
You have the quarterback who has the ability to run all over the place, to throw all over you. And one of the most important things is converting on third down, whether it be the pass or it be a design run for Jaden Daniels. That is a lot of pressure on the defense, and that is a super huge plus for the Commanders that is going to pay dividends tomorrow and for the rest of their career. And another advantage that they have is our secondary is not the strongest with the veterans, and it's even worse with backups in there. So hopefully Quintamabe is healthy. Hopefully he doesn't go out there and re-aggravate that shoulder, and he gets taken out and they put Rodgers back in. You'll have 2 weak corners, right? We already talked about that being the hardest position on defense is the cornerback position. But when you have a veteran who's not, who's shaky, and then you have if as long as Q-Bay stays in, but if Rodgers goes in there, they're going to attack those cornerbacks all day long. And if we get to that situation, CJ is not going to be able to, jump both sides. He's going to have to, cheat to a side. He can't just play center field the whole time. And so if he's going to cheat to one side, Daniels is going to pick it up and throw to the other side. And then we start focusing on the long ball, they're going to start killing us with the tight ends or the back out the backfield. So their passing game centered on Jaden Daniels is one of their strongest points. And then once we start focusing on the pass, they'll just hit us with the run with Robinson. So
yeah,
just got to make sure we're awake on all aspects.
All right, so Sal, talk to me, man. What you got on it, man? Stay your piece.
Everything these guys said nail on the head, man. Because Jaden Daniels is the X factor for those guys. He's a great mobile. He's mobile. He's elusive. He's got the rundown. He's got the arm. It's like his 2-minute drill is. I mean, like I said, he's a rookie, but he's playing like he's been in the league for a few years already. So the guy he's a great guy, and like Gotti said, our secondary right now is not the best. Q Bay. I mean, he's playing, but we don't know. We haven't tested that shoulder yet to see how good that shoulder really is. If we put Rodgers in there, then they're going to take that side with McLaurin. Also, I think that the Commanders, they're not even supposed to be here. They're not supposed to be here right now. They're not supposed to be in this position right now. So these guys are playing. They got nothing to lose.
Yeah,
they got nothing to lose. They already passed everybody's expectations already. So these guys are going out.
Even they own.
Yeah.
Even
their own fans. Nobody thought these guys was going to be in this position where they are right now. So these guys they go out there playing. They got nothing to lose. They're gonna go out there and try to do their thing. So I mean, with all Jaden Daniels and the passing game and our secondary, plus these guys are playing. They don't care. They got nothing to lose out here. So that's gonna make these guys dangerous.
I want everybody on here, everybody in the chat room. Y'all might kill me for this, but I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. Jaden Daniels is the best playing quarterback in the playoffs thus far.
Oh, I totally agree.
He has played the best out of every quarterback that's in the playoffs right now. He has played the best. The stats wise, game changing, managing, all of this stuff. He's did the best, and that's why I say we cannot let that guy hang around to the fourth quarter and be down only one score or down a field goal. You know what I mean? That's just it, man. Jaden Daniels has been the best quarterback in the entire playoffs. I don't care who you're talking about. Hurts, Mahomes. 100%. Lamar, Josh, all of them.
Because I can tell you right now, last week when they played Detroit, if that would have been any other team, no other team would have played Detroit like that. I don't even think Josh Allen would have put up the numbers that Jalen Daniels put up against Detroit. On that, not that game, I don't think they would have. It would have been a scoring game, but it would have been like that. I don't think Josh Allen wouldn't have put 45 up on no team last week. No. But yes, I'm like Gene, like facts. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you're getting killed. I think everyone's in agreement. To be honest, I'm gonna keep it.
100%.
But you already know. You know what I'm saying? They're playing well, and they've been playing well for a long time. However, they did have an offensive lineman, which is their best offensive lineman, go down by Sam Kasami. I want to think his name is. That's what I'm saying. So he went down. So my thing is this. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, but how will the right guard? Him being out because he's out for the season, and so now they got this rookie coming in. I'm sorry, not rookie, but a second string guy coming in to replace him. And for those who don't know, I'm saying this dude, that's Jalen Carter's side. He's out. Jalen Carter's side. So you have a second string guy coming in to defend Jalen Carter. Now we already know. With that being said, he gonna need some help. Seasoned vets need help against this dude. So my thing is, him coming in. How was that going to affect their O-line? I want to know, because if they have a second string guy coming in, and we already said Jalen Carter's name 3 or 4 times this show already, and a plethora of times throughout the season. But if you have a second string guy coming in blocking him, he's going to obviously need help. That's going to free up another either a free rusher, a blitz rusher, which is something that we may or may not want to do this game. But I mean, Michi, talk to me, man. How is that going to affect the Commanders' O-line with him being out?
So that's going to bring more attention for the extra person to guard Jalen Carter, because you got to put double coverage on him the entire game. Mm-hmm. If you don't, it's going to be a nightmare for you. But I think that would also, that's why I would hope Nakobe Dean will be in this, man, because that would free him up to come through and wreak havoc. You know what I mean? So, whoever they put in his side, I think that they have a little bit of advantage of that, with the second guy. Especially in the first and second quarter. That's what we need to set the tone with that new guy in there. Yes, I know, he's been playing around. It's not his first game, but that disrupts the chemistry on that line from that guy. So a huge, major loss to him, but, major advantage to us. Jalen Carter, they're going to have to do something to him, and then whatever linebacker is going to be rushing or blitzing over that, let's go.
Yeah. Gotti, talk to me, man. What you think about Trent Scott playing against Jalen Carter?
So as far as Washington, what I think is they'll be running most of their running plays to the opposite side just for so Trent Scott can kind of get the feel of Carter. I don't think that they'll be trying to do the traps and everything to his side, but I definitely think it's a time for the Eagles to take advantage and eat them up, send those blitzes his way, and try to disrupt the run blitzes and the pass blitzes. So I think that's going to open up a hole for Burks to come in with those blitzes. And I don't know if y'all seen some of those clips, how Jalen Carter communicates with the linebackers. And of course, I don't see it during the game. I just wait for those guys to pull those clips and analyze it. But I mean, it's not even that. It's not even pointing. Like he has signals where he'll tap his head, right. He'll tap his helmet, and it's he'll stump one way and the linebacker will come another way, right? So I think that's a good opportunity for us to see how we can expose that new guy. Like you say, he doesn't have the chemistry with the offensive line since he hasn't been playing, and it's the end of the season. So we're in the postseason, so he hasn't been playing with those guys all season. So a good time to expose them early. Expose them early, and try to get the advantage early. Try to get some points on the board. Hopefully, force some turnovers, and take advantage of their backups, just like we're expecting them to take advantage of ours.
Mm-hmm. Sally, man, talk to me, man. Trent Scott coming in defending Jay Carter. How do you think that's going to plan out, man? How you talk to me?
Like they're gonna have to double team Jalen. They got to double team him. I mean, so they're gonna have to. He's gonna pull once. This is gonna leave somebody. This is gonna leave somebody free, and we need to take advantage of that situation. Jalen, this guy, like you said, this guy hasn't played all season. He's a backup. I mean, he's only had first team reps this week. That's it, and now we're in the playoffs. It is a whole different game. It's a whole different situation when you're in the playoffs. So I just think they're gonna try to double team Jalen Carter, which is gonna leave somebody free. For those guys that now once you leave somebody free, I mean, now I'm pretty sure they got some design, and now Jalen Daniels is going to try to escape the pocket in situations like this because he knows this guy can't hold Jalen Carter. So we got to make sure our corners on the out. We got to make sure our guys on the outside can contain Jaden Daniels in the pocket. But other than that, they just got to double team my man. But he's gonna still. I mean, regardless of them double teaming him, he's gonna still get to the quarterback. The guy's just a monster. He's a beast, and the veterans can't even hold him. So we got somebody who's never started before, a backup. He's just gonna take full advantage of this guy.
Yeah. So question, Michi. This is specifically for Michi because I know Michi touched on this a couple of shows ago. Not only yes, we already know Jaden Daniels, he's a pocket passer, but he's also, like Michi said in the earlier shows, they can run. So do we want to how do you game plan for that? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to keep him in the pocket or do you want to make him scramble?
No. I always say you have running quarterbacks and then you have quarterbacks that can run. So Jaden Daniels, he is a quarterback that can run. We have do the same thing we did on the last game we played him, right? Because if you remember, he had 82 yards running. 32 of those yards came on that last play in the fourth quarter when they were driving up, right? Mm-hmm. And that's why I say I hated that play because he faked like he was going to go slide for a second, and then he took off to the right side for extra 18, 20 yards. So the same maneuver that we played them the last time, it's the same thing. Maybe put a QB spy on him or something like that to keep him, contained. Don't let him get it too out of control. But you got to realize once you do those spies, that gives you ability, that's one less person that you're going to have in coverage. So we just have to play smart, just like we've been doing, man. We're the number one defense for a reason, man. We were 27th, 28th, 29th, whatever in defense last year. Vic came in and switched it up. So just don't get away from the same thing. I believe the same thing we had last game, man. Do it this game. That's the key to this one, and hit his ass just like he's a running quarterback. Like he's a running back. His ass the same way. That's all we got to do.
Yeah. Hey, go Birds there, Johnson. Go Birds.
Hey, sweat if somebody come across and tear his ass up. So when he come across that line, you tear that ass up one good time, man, and I guarantee that'll make anybody rethink running again. Mm-hmm. You hit his ass one good time, like them old school Ray hits, them Ray Lewis hits across that middle. Right. You put his ass down on the back.
And when you put him on his back, you stand over top of him and you look up and you said, "Thank you, Jesus." That's what you do, just like Ray used to do.
The first quarter, the defense needs to really truly set the tone in the first quarter. We need to come through in that first quarter. That's when you need to get the hit. I don't mind taking a one of those penalties, a taunting penalty, or something like that. Take one, because that's when you setting the tone for that ass, and you're gonna make him rethink running in the second and fourth quarter. You know.
Damn right. So look, you know what I'm saying? The second and third quarter, we already know we play better in the third and fourth quarter, and that goes without saying. It's a proven fact. You can look it up. But
offense, offense. The defense gets a little suspect in the fourth quarter.
2-minute drill specifically.
2-minute drill specifically.
Yeah.
Defense
because
I'm just being honest. Defense gets a little suspect.
Right. Hey, last game, I don't know why y'all playing prevent. Like we haven't played prevent the whole game. And
I can tell you 5 other games: the Carolina game, the Jacksonville game, all them games.
What are we doing? Like, and then I got people in the chat talking about, dang, y'all just gonna let them go downfield? I'm not letting them do nothing. If it were me, I would play them like the first snap. But it'd be whatever.
Hell yeah.
I don't get it. So, on a defensive standpoint, what team would you rather defend? Like, on a defense standpoint, what team would you rather defend? Would you rather defend? And I'm talking about, like, God, if we go back and we win this game, will we? And I know I'm talking way ahead because we haven't made past this week yet. But perfect scenario for us: we win the game, we move on to the Super Bowl. Do you want to defend Kansas City or the Bills?
Well, I mean, shit, that's a tough one, man. Because we like you said, man, we got to get past Washington first. Yeah. But I would definitely want to defend the Bills, man, because you play at Kansas City, you playing Mahomes and the refs. And the commissioner. You playing against the announcers, the refs. You playing against Taylor Swift. You playing against Caitlin Clark. It's so many other variables you playing against. You know what I mean? Hey, but yeah, hey, I want to defend against Washington first. Keep the focus, keep the eye on the prize with them, and then I mean, honestly, anybody. But it's just so many variables you fight against when you playing Kansas City. We all know that.
Right. Gotti, talk to me, man. What you got? What you got on it?
Man, I don't know what it is with, and it's not just the Eagles, the league. You have a quarterback and a tight end combo, and you got a tight end who's all over every sports outlet, everywhere, and he is wide open. Travis Kelce gets wide open. And I'm talking about 20, 30 yards downfield, and then gets them yams, them yards after missed tackles.
Yams.
I don't understand how Kansas City does it. I don't know if he holds blocks. I don't know what it is, but he is open all the time, and it happens through the whole season. And you would think by at least mid-season, the teams they play say, "Hey, we're going to put somebody specifically on Travis Kelce." You would think that. Or you think they have some kind of plan, but every game, Travis Kelce is wide open. Nobody can stop him. I don't know if it's the game plan. I don't know if it's the defense got their head up their butt, but I don't like it.
And the crazy part is he's always in the middle of the field.
Always
the same thing all the time, and nobody stops it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how. Of course, we don't see the whole view. We just see when he catches the ball. But I'm like, what was he doing before that somebody would think he is, he's not and then he's Travis Kelce. Like he's not a no name. He's not a no name. He has records. You know what I'm saying? He has Super Bowls, potentially the third, a three-peat. Why is he wide open? And nobody can figure it out. And I don't think we can either.
So my daughter's Coach George, he used to always say on defense when the girls were playing, he always say, "Get in their pocket, get in their pocket." He said, "I don't care if you gotta take your pinky and just hold on to the shorts, get in their pocket. Don't anytime they move, same thing. Same thing with this guy. You stay on him until the whistle's blown. I don't care where he's at. I don't care if he's walking over to talk to Coach Reed. You walk over there with him.
Coach, you talking to us?
Yeah, he's talking to us. He's talking to you and him and me. Him, you, me, the fan. He's talking to everybody. Yeah, guess what? I'm mic'd up. So guess what? He talking to everybody. I for the life of me don't understand that either. Sweet Jesus, I don't get it. But Timberlake says, I'm thinking false start penalties on Washington because the new guy. I definitely think that's definitely going to happen. I'm quite sure Michi and Sally I'm quite sure we all feel that same way. He's going to have a false start. One, nervousness. It's going to be a big time game. You don't want to mess up. You know what I'm saying? I get it. That's definitely going to happen.
You always have false starts and holding penalties against those guys, with those new guys, because they get overwhelmed on that line. So you'll see a lot of those. That nervousness brings the false starts, and then that holding is once Jalen Carter overpowers you and you slamming you down, that's when the holding penalties come in.
Yep, that happened with us.
You know what? After that, yeah, always gonna be just like baby boy. That's right. Call your mom.
But to speak to that point, you also have to give those same kudos to Kenyon Mitchell. You have to give those same kudos to Cooper DeJean, because they are playing in a very, very contested position, and they haven't had all those penalties all year. They haven't had those holding penalties. They haven't had those, just blown plays and all that type of stuff. So you really have to give the kudos to those guys for doing the exact same thing.
Okay, right, facts. So Dim says Commanders barely beat the Saints, Giants, Bears, and Bucks, but put up a lot of points against depleted Lions defense, and the media thinks their goal. I'm not worried at all. I'm with you. I'm definitely with you. And if you haven't done so yet, Dim, since we're here and since you're giving us praise, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button? Go ahead and hit that like button. Turn those notifications 100%. On so you know what's going on next game. All right. So go ahead and do that. And if you're out there and you haven't done it yet, shame on you. And I don't even blame you. I blame the people around you, because I guarantee you they have subscribed. So if you haven't done it, go ahead and subscribe right now. Go ahead and do it. And tell a friend too. Like my boy Rod says, tell a friend. Timberlake says we should have given the ball back. Yeah, we should never get the ball back. Especially him, especially Jay, because guess what? For this man, he's known for it. Okay, that's what he do. He's known for these last second drive. Can't have that happen. I want to be up like 14 with like 2 minutes left. I'm with that. Matter of fact, 17 if possible. That way it's a 3-score game. That'd be better.
Game. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. So
so devil's advocate, man. What does that say more towards? Does that say our defense sucks, or does that say our offense sucks?
I would say he has that Mahomes magic. That's what I would say. That's right. I would say somehow, some way, this man finds a way. Rather it be a blown coverage on us, or
so the defense sucks.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
The 2-minute drill defense. The 2-minute drill defense needs some work. It needs some work.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It needs work, bro.
I mean, that's our 2-minute drill defense. Yes,
that's a filming. That's something they focus on film, just like anything else. When Philly gets down in a 2-minute drill, these are the plays that we can run against them. If they run this defense, then we'll run this offense, and it's predictable. It's that hurry up. We don't get a chance to read the defense, to get in the proper coverage and everything like that. The defense can't get the signals called in. They just line up, and it's easy for them to expose. The offense goes out there. Hey, if Philly lines up in this, if we line up in this, and Philly lines up in that, this is what we're going to run. So the offense is able to adjust off of our defense, but our defense can't adjust off of the offense because they're adjusting off of the defense. So you can say, okay, yeah, historically, Washington runs a 5-and-out here. But Washington can say, okay, well, we're not going to run a 5-and-out anymore. So if Philly lines up in this, this is the plays that we're going to run. So Philly is, pretty much playing catch up the whole time. And when they're getting these 5-6 yards, back to back, Philly never has a chance to reset. And you've seen it, happen all year. Every team who ran a 2-minute drill either has scored or just missed a touchdown, just like last week. So it sucks.
Hey, let me tell you,
we on the Rams game.
Yeah. On the Rams game, right? When Buckley got that 78-yard run, Gotti FaceTime. Me and Gotti on FaceTime. We screaming, we jumping up. We like, yeah, we got this. We got this. Next thing you know, I'm in the TV like, what's going on? Why are we?
No,
I'm not like
I'm like, hold up. We got this game with the bag. Next thing you know, I'm like, they scored. Then they stopped us. Then they had the ball again. I'm like, come on. I mean, every game is like that. I'm like, our 2-minute drill defense needs some work. It just needs some work.
I ain't gonna lie,
so
man.
It doesn't matter how much we up. It doesn't matter how much we up. If it's 4 minutes left in the game we still
nervous.
gotta be worried. We still
That's
got. We're
right.
still gonna be nervous.
That's right. I ain't gonna lie. The whole 5 minutes left of that game, my hands were so sweaty. I couldn't talk. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do nothing. I'm pacing. I'm standing up on the bar chair. It's like, oh my God. My man Tony behind me, like talking about Dennis, calm down. I said, bro, I can't. I'm so invested in this team. I just, it's like when you see someone about to do something stupid and there's nothing you can do about it, and you keep telling them don't do it, and you're like, just do it and just hurt yourself. But you shouldn't say that because you want to learn. It's like you just don't know how to think, and you're like, come on, just tell us, please, just don't do this to me. That's how it is. Hey, me and Gotti, when me and Gotti watched the game at Gotti's house, me and Gotti both, I could literally see Gotti's heart busting out his chest. That's not good for us. Okay, that is a PTSD.
Good,
our team is literally giving us self-induced PTSD. I swear to you. I'm kidding. But so look, we've already been talking about in previous shows. We've talked about our offense being well built, being well run. And we talk about AJ having attitude problems, and all sort of stuff. You know what I'm saying, and a lot of people out there are saying or have been saying that our offensive game plan has been very vanilla. You know what I'm saying? Very readable routes. They already know where we're at. Prime example, we played against the Packers. They're already where we're going to be at before we even get there. So because it is a NFC Championship game, do you feel as though Kellen Moore is going to make more diverse, more complicated routes this game? Michi, talk to me. Is he going to have?
I hope so.
Huh? Me too.
So.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I mean, I straddle the fence with this because if Saquon Barkley's running and you can't stop him, keep running him. But I like to see a diverse game to where we are passing. The passing game is looking good. It's not looking suspect. So we don't have to hear all this extra chatter about Jalen Hurts sucks and all of this type of stuff and whatever. Because I mean there are some times, man. There are some times I'm like, come on, Jalen, man, come on, God, damn, you making it easy for everybody to talk shit. So I want to see those guys, and they don't have to be all the plays down the sideline, man, for the 30-40 yarders, man. Some quick slants, some fives, the small chunks of yards. I want to see a more evenly distributed game. I think that they would be good at this, but at the same time, I do say if you can't stop what we're doing, there's no need to pass the ball. You know what I mean? Right. So, that's a good problem to have. Like I always say, it's a good problem to have.
Right. So, the Pied Piper says, this the game the passing offense got to get right. He's right. Because you already know they're going to stack the box. You already know they're going to do that. Yeah, they're going to do everything in their power to make sure it's say Shayshawn Barkley.
Shayshawn Barkley.
We're doing everything Shayshawn can do to not run the ball. So he's right.
But that's why I say devil's advocate, man. You don't think everybody else is stacked the box? You don't think every other team is trying to stop Saquon Barkley? The line, the holes that we provide him to run through is like I said, most part of the Red Sea. I can't stop it. You can't stop it. Everybody has tried to stop Saquon. It's not nothing new.
Hey, we say, Bo just said, boom, and guess what he said? Come on, y'all. Let's come on. Let's get come on, let's go. She says, totally invested. We do, man. We get so invested in this team. And it hurts our hearts. Like when we lose, I swear to you it does. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
Timberly says we have to remember how we held the ball during that Steelers game that we haven't done that since. That's very true.
That 10-minute drive. That 10-minute drive.
Hey, time of possession is key this game. As long as he don't have the ball in his hand, he can't score.
And then we gotta make sure we do something with that time of possession.
Say what?
We have to make sure we do something with that time of possession too. Can't drive all the way down to the field and then miss a field goal. You know what I'm saying?
Jake,
like that. We gotta
Jake. And he was
made all up last game.
Unlike Jake. But yeah.
Jake made all the field goals last game.
But he missed 2 extra points. He missed 2 extra points though.
Hey,
right?
Words matter.
Hey, like the great Shannon Sharp says, don't accept anything in a loss that you wouldn't accept in a win. Okay, that's it. Yeah, he made them 3, but he missed 2. We can't
He
accept
missed
that.
2, bro. We can't miss. We need all the points. We need all the points, bro. All the points.
And Shannon, just let you know, I'm gonna make that a short. Hopefully you like it, brother. Hopefully you like it. Hey, come on, check us out, Shannon. We're gonna get you on the show one day. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, watch, you'll see. You'll see. All right. Gotti. And I'm saying this to Gotti because, like I said, you can look him up. Okay, you can look him up. Google him. Google him. It's somewhere in the feed. 4th and 4. You're on a 38-yard line. Game on the line for a first down. What play you calling? And who's it going to?
I'm throwing the ball to Dallas Goedert.
Okay.
I'm throwing the ball to Dallas Goedert. Everybody else on the field is going to be focused on A.J. Brown. They're going to be focused on Saquon Barkley. They're going to be focused on probably Smitty or maybe Jalen Hurts running the RPO. But Dallas Goedert has came through in the clutch. Tight ends, period. I mean, even in the Super Bowl when Zach Ertz caught that ball on I think it was like 4th and 1, caught the ball reached across the. So I think the tight end is the tight end. The tight ends who aren't the big superstars like Kelsey, I think they're overlooked a lot. And so like the game is on the line, 4 yards. We got to get A.J. Brown. We got to watch Smitty. Barkley, Hurts. Nobody's really focusing on that quiet tight end. So I'm throwing the ball to Dallas Goedert. He made a bunch of phenomenal passes, phenomenal catches on bad passes, great catches on great passes. In the clutch. That's what I'm throwing it to.
All right, Sal, what you got? Who you got on it?
Man, I thought about this
4th and 4,
question.
38-yard line now, 38. Now, if you make it, you're in field goal range.
But you can't. I can't rely on Jake, bro. I can't rely on Jake, bro. So to me, I know Gotti said he's going to Dallas. I'm going to. I mean, to me, it's been our bread and butter when we needed first downs in the past. I'm probably going to that slant to AJ across the middle. That's just me. Most times AJ's going to catch that ball across the middle with that slant. So that's for me. That's the call. That's the call and play I'm going with.
All right, Michi,
So
what you got?
real quick, jump in real quick. When that Tanner, the Tanner McKee start or Kenny Pickett, I forget which one it was, but the linebacker acted like he was going to blitz, and he dropped right into that slant spot, and guess what happened?
We know.
Interception. So that's why I wouldn't go to that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wouldn't go to AJ because that's what everybody's expecting. That short yard pass is almost always AJ. It's almost always AJ. Third and 3, 4th and 3. It's that slant all the time. I wouldn't even go there.
All right, Meech. Here you go.
It's a lot of variables, man. We just cleared it up and said hopefully we're on our 38, not their 38. How much time left? What's the score? I mean, all of that plays
for the game. It's for the game. It's a
game. Like, how many points are we up? What's the score? Like, that's
Are we down? Are we down 2? Are we up? Are we down 2?
Are we down 2? Are we down 3? Are we down 6? Are we down? Because that factors in. You know what I mean? What we gonna do, man? But I think one of the smartest plays that we could do is, and I was gonna say the same thing that Gotti said, man. But I will have both tight ends in the game, one on each side. I would have one on each side, and then they'll either do a split or something like that because, one is going to do the hezzy block, block for a little bit, and then go through. But this has to – Jalen could not fuck this up and hold that ball and take that dumbass sack like he always been doing. If Jaden does that, I want to trade him. No, what I'm saying, Jalen cannot hold on to the ball like he has been doing all year, taking them dumbass sacks. Why be throwing the ball out? You know what I mean? He has to do it because, like you said, you set the conditions. It's 4th and 4. Game on the line. I'm putting two tight ends in there. I may even throw make one of them come behind AJ. You know what I mean? Cal Katera, he gonna come behind. AJ gonna come over across the middle like you're gonna do that quick slant to him. I'm gonna have Cal Katera run up on the quick post or something like that to the flats or whatever, and I'm gonna get the ball probably to Cal Katera because that's the one they're gonna be least thinking about going on. So Saquon's gonna have to do his job to block. Jalen has to get the ball out of his hand. We've seen this every game. He pisses me off, and then he pisses me off again. So, hey, that's what I would do, man. Calcaterra somebody.
All right, so hear me out, fellas. Just hear me out. Hear me out. I know we've talked about this a few times in later shows. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm like you though. I'm like you, Meech. I will put Calcaterra in, and I will put Dallas Goedert in, one on each side. I would. However, whatever side Vontae is on, I will put Dallas on that side. I'll put Calcaterra on the same side AJ's on. And as much as you don't like it, I'm going with the sure hands of Devontae Smith. He's sure. When he catches that ball, he's the only one who really secures that ball and ensures that it doesn't come out of his hands.
Except for the other game we played. Shit.
Okay, you got one time. You got one time.
No, you're right.
I'm going with Vontae. I'm going with shorthand Vontae, and I know it, but I'm going with the slant. Why? Because they're gonna think that he's going deep because God is on that side. It's Dallas God. He's gonna have the immediate slant. Smith is gonna have the 5-yard in. Boom, right there. Game over. I'm telling you, it's gonna work.
We need more plays, man. I'm highly pissed at Kellen Moore, man, because he is a good offensive coordinator, but he did a lot more in Dallas with a lot less talent. So I've been pissed at Kellen Moore the whole time, man. We're not doing any type of robust passing schemes. We're not doing any of that, man. We're not, we should have, a guy going, 3 to 5 yards, another guy going 7 to 9 yards, another guy going, 12 to 15 yards. Stacking, giving us options. We're not doing none of that shit, man. It's so predictable. I'm kind of pissed at Kellen Moore because I know his abilities and I know the talent that we have on this team. But Jalen has to get the ball out of his freaking hands, man. That pisses me off every game. And I totally get why everybody says, he can't go through his progressions. He can't do this. He can't do that because he gives you that reason. He holds on the ball. He's taking 10, 15, 12-yard sacks when he just throw the ball out of bounds. Man, he's looking like Jaden Daniels should be looking as a rookie. I'm just being honest with you. He does some good jobs. He manages the ball and all this stuff. But Jalen Hurts gets on my nerves more than anybody on this team aside from goddamn Nick Sirianni. He does. He holds on the ball. He doesn't let it go. Let it go.
So I will tell you. I will tell you this.
What else to say? Hey. What else to say? Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it
go. Hey, I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't do a screen to Barkley. They're expecting that. They're expecting that, and I wouldn't throw the ball behind the line.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's stupid.
I wouldn't do that.
That's stupid. 4th and 4. No, you don't do no screen like that.
Now,
I wouldn't work on 3rd and 14.
Yeah, and sometimes it does. But like I said, you down there. Game on the line though. Game on the line.
Game on the line.
I still don't know the score. Nobody ever set the conditions for the score because how much time we got now? How much time we got? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
It's for the game.
What's the score?
It's for the game. First down, you win the game.
But I'm saying, what's the score? Are we playing for the first down to win the game? Are we trying?
Yes.
Are we coming from behind? What are we doing?
You're playing for the first down to win the game. It's clock control.
Okay. Time management. Okay, I thought we were in a position to try to score.
Yeah, see, it makes it a little different. It makes
it
a little different. We just trying to do clock management and get the first down so that we can kneel down. Okay, that makes it a little different.
Yeah.
Because if it's the Super Bowl on the line, I'm ready.
Take some water. Take some water, Meech.
All right, I'm back, Timberlake. I'm back, goddammit. Hey, I'm hot because I'm thinking about it because I know everybody on here know, every Eagle fan on here know Jalen holds onto the ball too long. Every single game. He does this every single game. He pisses me off. And I'll tell you right now, he better get upstairs and shake some ass upstairs. Because if you hold on to that ball, I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna be 38 hot. He hold on to that goddamn ball this game. I'll be 38 hot. I'm telling you, it's gonna be trouble. I'm gonna walk it off.
All right, Hey, you already know. Hey, predictions for the game, fellas. What you got? Hey, Gotti, predictions for the Bengals Chiefs game. Go.
Chiefs by 8, Eagles by 10.
Okay, Sal.
Hey, Bills by 3, Eagles by 7.
Meech.
Chiefs by a referee, Hey, like they said, here you go. Here we go. It's gonna be the last thing, man. What's his name? Mahomes gonna throw an interception. They're gonna get the interception. Everybody, the crowd's gonna go wild, and everybody's gonna storm the field. Guess what? Referee's gonna look around, throw that flag out. Late flag. Late flag. No, everybody wants the Bills to win, man. But I like history. So I can go either way. I really don't care about that. But I think we're gonna go up by we're gonna win by at least 3 points against the Redskins, man. Hey, Malik, we're gonna be on Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Malik, I think that's how you say it. Malik Johnson. They asking about tomorrow. We don't come on live during the game. We watching the show, baby.
Yeah, we gotta watch the show. We gotta watch it. We gotta analyze. We gotta see what's going on and come up with with Tom.
Just subscribe, and you'll get the notification. If you subscribe,
there you go. Good take, Si. I like that. All right, so look, here we go. I feel like it's gonna be Bills by 3, and us by 10. That's what I think. Bills by 3, us by 10. All right. Appreciate it, Malik. Appreciate it. All right, man. You already know, man. Grand closing. Gotti, what you got for the people, man? What you got for them? Anything for the people?
Hey, we're gonna repeat Super Bowl, the last Super Bowl. We're gonna do it like we did. Lose to the Patriots, beat the Patriots. We lost to the Chiefs. We're gonna beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
There it is. Meeps, what you got for the people?
Hey, man. Hey, love, peace, love, and hair grease, man. We appreciate the support from everybody. Appreciate the support from everybody. Let's do our thing, man. And let's do our thing. Please don't get embarrassed out there, Jalen. That first sack you take for 12 yards, man, I'm telling you, I'm coming for you.
El Chapo coming for you. Sal, what you got, man, for the people?
All right, just like to thank all our fans, go Birds, and like Jalen. If you watch this, listen to Meech. Meech said he coming for if you hold that damn ball. But other than that, I love everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, man. Hey, we try to keep it under an hour. We're 2 minutes over scheduled, but that's all right though, because y'all ain't getting paid no overtime to be here. So guess what? We love y'all, man. Love, peace, and hair grace, and we are out of here.